Hello my SherBears, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is Friday Fabs and maybe a flub. So, and before I go into too much detail about my Friday Fabs, I just want to mention Mab again, beating it to death. You need to go and subscribe to all these ladies in Mab and comment on their Mab video just so you can be entered into the $50 giveaway, which is actually more than $50 because Keeping It Simple with Bridget is giving away a $50 Sephora gift card plus a lipstick of your choice from Sephora. So please go and subscribe to all these ladies and comment on their Mab video just so you can be entered in to win. Thank you. I also want to say that again, one of my Friday Fabs is all the new subscribers I've gotten. Again, when I started this, I was like, if I get 10 subscribers, I'll be amazed and I'll be happy. And then I hit 100 and it all of a sudden became so emotional. I actually started tearing up when I hit 100. I was like, really? I made 100. I didn't think I'd make 10. Here I've hit 100. And I will let you know right now that of all those subscribers that I have, only 2 of them are family. In fact, you want to know the truth? My husband knew right from the beginning that I was going to start this. He actually helped me set up the lighting, my first video. He helped me set up my tripod and everything for my first video. He knew. But sorry, had to let my cat out of the room. He was at the door, so he obviously had to go out. The only other person in my family that even knows I make YouTube videos is my daughter, and I didn't let her in on it until I was at like 82 subscribers. So she's like, you've been keeping this a secret the whole time, Mom? Really? So of all the subscribers I have now, only 2 of them are family members, and none of my friends from work know, none of my co-workers know, nobody else knows of my immediate area that I even do YouTube videos. So this is like huge to me, and I've met so many wonderful people because of it, and I don't know, it's so hard because I've been shouted out. That helped. And then I started with working with Kimberly and Angel, and my heart to both of them. And then I had a shout out Saturday, and it was like, wow, there goes more. And then when I did my last shout out for Angel, it was like through the roof. I just can't stop, and I don't know how to say thank you enough to all of the new subscribers and all my SherBears, and I'm so happy that you've joined my channel, and to all the wonderful people in my Mab group, like, thank you so much for being a part of this with me, and I hope we can all grow like this for a long time to come. So now past the mushy stuff and into my Friday Fabs. I actually have a few things here that are old, and some of them that are like new within the last week and have already become like holy grail to me. So the first thing I'm going to get into, I do not have a foundation because I tend to stick to the same foundations all the time, and I've shown, I think most of them I have shown on my Friday Fabs, or they've been in my monthly favorites. So none of that in this one. I don't have a setting powder that's in this one. I do, however, have a bronzer that has become one of my favorites this week, and I think it was because I got tired of using my Mary Kay, but even though I'm trying to work through it. So my favorite bronzer this week when I wasn't using the Mary Kay is, unfortunately it is a limited edition, I'm sorry, but I do believe they have one in regular line. I just haven't gotten it. I should try. But this is the Quo bronzer, and it looks so shimmery when you look at it head on, but when you use this is just like the perfect bronze for me. It's just nice and light, and I have pale skin. I've come to terms with having light skin, so I just want something to just kind of brighten it up a bit, and this has been perfect for it. And this is the Quo bronzer in Sunny Days, and I don't think I'll ever work through this completely because it's huge. Next thing, and I'm sorry if some of these things, they're going to be in a haul, but I've had them for a week and I have been using them. So the next thing I'm going to shout out, and this is so freaking expensive, and I'm sorry, I do have a couple of cheaper items, but for the most part I was at Sephora and stuff happens in Sephora, and it gets talked about after you leave Sephora. So the next thing is an Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure, and I think if I was to ask my daughter, she would say the same thing, that this would be in her Fabs too. And if you've never touched an Hourglass blush or powder, you need to get to Sephora and find a display and just touch it. Just, I don't, I could just sit there, and I've seen this on YouTube too. I think it's Tarte that likes to like sit there and just rub her finger over the Hourglass powders, and I'm like, that's ridiculous, but I'm doing it right now. So this is the color, and my daughter, who is not a blush person, bought this too, and it's $45 for this, but it lasts for hours and hours and hours. I put it on at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was still on at 10 o'clock at night. And they are so smooth, and it's like, I can honestly say I like my NARS blush. I only have one, which is Super Orgasm, and I said it's so expensive I'd never buy another one. This is more expensive, and I would buy another one. I am going to look at them. This, it was high priced, but oh my gosh, it is so beautiful and so silky. And if you've never touched one, please just go touch one, unless you don't think you could hold back like me. Because I was like, I love that, and I'm taking that, and it went into my basket. The next thing is also in this haul that will be coming up, and it's a long haul. I hope everybody can stay tuned for it. But it's the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette, and I said I'm not going to buy that. I don't see any reason to buy that until I swatched it, and when I need that, and this is $59, and you know, I think it kind of smells like chocolate, and I didn't notice that before. It's Tarte, it's not Too Faced. Anybody else notice that with Tarte? It kind of smells like chocolate. Okay, but I have been using this quite often, and I've used it at least 3 times this past week. The only bad, it's not even a bad thing about this palette, the bronzer is stupid pigmented. Like, you really have to have a light hand when you use that bronzer. I haven't used a highlighter yet. I don't know if I like it or not, but I haven't had any problems with the eyeshadows at all. I know some people do, maybe because I don't have oily eyelids. They lasted, I actually used it the same day I used the Hourglass blush, where it was on for many hours, and it lasted. It did fade. It's not the Hourglass blush. The Hourglass blush is in like a level all its own, but it did last, and it didn't look horrible at the end of the day. And the next 2 items I have are lipsticks, and I'm sorry, the one lipstick does not have a name. It's a Sephora brand lipstick, and it's one of their Rouge Shines, and it's in the number 12. This, I have a few different Sephora lipsticks. This just happened to be one I picked out this week, and I kept wearing it, but then, so this was a fab. I loved it. They're not long lasting. They're not meant to be. They're not a liquid lipstick. They're not a matte lipstick. This is actually quite glossy and shiny. Then I went to MAC. And I like the smell of MAC lipsticks. I picked up Twig, and no word of a lie, I said I don't think I'd like that color when I've seen it on YouTube, and I know there's tons of YouTubers that use this. I swatched it, and I went, I need this. And I've used it 4 of the past 7 days, so definitely in the fab. Did I say it was Twig? I know it's been on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube and said, I don't think I'd care for that. It looked more brown when I saw it, and when I tried it on my hand, I'm like, oh, I really like that color. And then the kicker is I put it on, and Angel sang, and I went, oh, that's an awesome color. Just so you know, none of the items on my face today are care of any of my fabs, because I did a get ready with me, and hopefully it'll be up within the next couple weeks. I have a lot of videos. My next fab, and this is because of my former fabs in a mascara, is my Essence mascara, because I need to use an eye makeup remover to get it off. My eye makeup remover, and you can see this is a well-loved eye makeup remover, is my Kay eye makeup remover. This is one that you have to shake to activate it says it does not contain oil, but when it separates like that, I'm determined that there's got to be a little bit of oil in it, but whatever it is, this stuff works awesome. I've had this bottle for going on 11 months, and I'm just now down to there, and that's because I started using like Bioderma and Garnier micellar water to take off my eye makeup, but can't take off the Essence mascara, which is awesome, without eye makeup remover. Micellar water does not work. Love the mascara, pain to get off. My next item is also going to be in this haul, and it is one of the Bath & Body Works aromatherapy body creams, and this is in the sleep formula, and there is different scents in the sleep formula. I think there's actually one that's lavender and chamomile, and I smelled it, and I don't know if it's the lavender or the chamomile. Just didn't smell good to me. But the lavender vanilla smelled awesome. Let me tell you, when I put this on at night, I just feel so relaxed, and what's even better about it is that I can't put a lot of lotions on my upper body because of breakouts. My upper body is oily, my legs are dry, like so dry. So I've got like a 2-tier system, and there's no happy medium. But this I can put on my upper body and I don't break out, and it absorbs it, and I don't feel greasy afterwards. So obvious fab. Ooh. And the last item I have to show you is also a new item, but it's not in the haul. This is just something I picked up, and True Cat will love this too, I'm sure. My drink of choice is coffee. I am a Timmy's girl. I have to have my Tim Hortons every day. I have to start my day with a coffee. But I also love tea. I don't drink pop. I don't drink juice. I either drink coffee, tea, or water. I know this is a Canadian company. I believe that you can get it in the States too. I'm not 100% certain, but I think you can get it in the States. And it's a company called David's Tea, and they do loose leaf tea. It's very similar to Tivania, which I really don't care for their teas. I've tried. I don't care for them, but the David's teas, I absolutely adore. I have a cupboard that is just dedicated to loose leaf teas, and I think all but 3 of them are from David's Tea. And it's one of those stores, if I'm in Edmonton, I'm there. So I've got a frequent steeper card, so I get discounts. But they also sell like teacups and travel mugs and teapots, and they actually have tea flavored chocolates, and I have lip balms from them that taste like the teas that they have. But this caught my eye and my daughter's eye, and True Cat should love this. This is a travel mug, and it is covered in cats. And what I love about this one is I have several travel mugs for tea from David's Tea. I have small ones, but what I'm finding is that they're hard to drink out of because they have a flap that opens or closes. This one is push to close and push to open. So when you seal it, nothing is getting out, and then you can push it up to drink. Also, with their teacups, they all come with the steeping basket, and you can just pop it off and clean it. And it also has a little block on top so that it doesn't get tea leaves into your teacup. Yes, that's been a favorite. My last favorite is going to be a TV show, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of late to the game here. We started watching this, it was the beginning of January we started watching it. From the beginning, we are watching Supernatural, and we're kind of hooked, and we're now on season 5, waiting to go into season 6, and yeah, I borrowed all the DVDs from my sister, and we've just been kind of on a kick with it. I like watching Olympics, but my husband does not like the Olympics, so while our shows were all on hiatus because of the Olympics, we were watching Supernatural, and now it's, okay, how many episodes are we going to get in tonight? So that's been another fab for this week. Other than that, that is all my fabs. And there is no flub this week, so go figure. I didn't find bad products this week. I found products that were okay, and I found products that I loved, and I'm going to keep it at that. It's good not to have any flubs. So that's everything for this video. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Please check out the ladies of MAV that are below in my description box. And I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, sunshiny day. Much love. Bye for now.